Stop being a grouch. Don't be like that. You know you're live, right?
I'm live right now?
There's 3 people in the room.
Hold on.
Let me see what I'm looking like.
Oh, shit.
Oh, see you next fall. Let me see.
Where's my phone?
Oh. It's right there in the orange. Okay. Daisy's ready. Are you ready? Can you smell what Daisy's been cooking? Hey, Ho. What up, girl? Hey, Lisa. Hey, Ho. What up, girl? Hey, Lisa. Hey, John. Oops. You got 21 people watching you. What's up, Senior Fate? What up, Ant Dog? What's up, Mike? Big Mike in the house. Hey, E.T. Wait a minute. Were y'all going too fast? What's up, Lady K? Hey, Janelle. Hey, Bethany. Hey, George K. Hey, Sammy D. Hey, James. Oh, she didn't like that. Daisy did not like that.
How many people in here?
It's 76 people up in the house.
When there's 100, we get started.
Oh, okay. Well. Oh, my God. We are in crazy times, y'all. I know I've been MIA, but I had to figure out an evacuation plan for my job. Hey, Mark. Hey, Wanda. We live.
Is you live?
Ooh, I don't want to. Shisha B? Is that how I say her name right here?
Was that? I still can't see it. It's too far.
It's moving up quick. Vince.
Shisha Vince.
Shisha Vince.
She said, hey, Miss BB.
Hey, girl, hey. What's up, Steve-O? Hey, Shanta. How you doing? Shanta got that XRP.
Oh.
She got that XRP, y'all.
Are you down with XRP?
Yeah, you know me.
Destruction. We've been gone for far too long.
Hey, Doc.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho.
No.
H to the O-B.
My name is April BB.
I should move info by the...
No. My name is April BB. Yeah, you know me.
How many?
I don't know. It's time to go. No, wait a minute. Oh, I gotta come back out.
100 people.
We almost at 100.
Come on, man. I need 100.
Step aside. Let the man come through. Okay. Hey, Gurkha.
I think that says 97. 98.
Here, there goes a like. You already got some likes. Okay.
I only got how many likes?
Too many.
I ain't got enough likes to start.
Too many for a show that
I'm going to stop this right now.
I done broke my nail.
That means no likes. Okay.
I like you.
It looks like there's 100.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, it's dropped down. It dropped down.
Because you was asking for likes. Just go and hit that.
Nope. Till I get to 100.
Ooh. I done broke.
Can I get to 100?
Babe, you at 100. Go.
No, we're not. It's at 97.
No, that's behind. I'm telling you, you at 100.
We at 100?
Yes, go on and go.
Because if I'm not at 100 and I do this, I'm going to be mad.
You at 100.
Because I don't say 100.
Because that's an Apple. And the Apple got a bite in it. Apple shut down. Apple broke it.
99.
That's behind. If you
101.
Android, I keep telling you, behind. You don't learn. You need that Android technology.
No, that shit is garbage.
Straight out of Vietnam.
Straight out of trash.
With no 19.
Straight out straight 19 on your ass.
They don't have 19.
All over your body.
Them Apple's got 19.
No, Apple ain't even. Apple shut down. You can't get it. Oh my God, you fronting on your body, man. Cause they ain't never got out of Vietnam, man.
Vietnam's the place to be.
Vietnam is garbage.
That's why I'm not here most of the time, because I'm in Vietnam. With that dong, whatever.
You like the rest of Chris. I ain't talking.
Right.
But you ain't saying
when that RV happened.
Ain't no RVs. I don't believe in RVs. Talk the language. Look at Daisy here. Look at Daisy. Somebody ever donate something. What's that say?
I live at RV.
What does that say? Ow, Daisy!
Yeah.
No, because you're fucking petting her. Whatever you're doing did that to me.
It says educare, whatever.
$2.
$2 holla. But no. The 19 ain't in Vietnam like that.
It was.
But not like that. Not like woo woo. Like that little baby woo woo.
Obey.
Okay, come on with it. Right, George G. That dong though.
Wednesday show. So the whole trick about everything is this: if you're looking at this as an event, OPEC and IEA warns of developing countries could lose up to 85% of their oil and gas income this year. So if you're an emerging market or if you're involved with OPEC, developing countries' oil and gas income could fall to their lowest levels in more than 2 decades if current energy market conditions persist. The problem is this, folks. What people don't seem to realize is that if you're an emerging market and you deal in oil and gas, there is no possible way that if you're an emerging market, that if you don't have a viable currency, that your currency will last. Because you can't fall upon tourism. Tourism doesn't work because no one's traveling right now. So if tourism doesn't work and you can't depend on your national income, which is oil and gas, what are you going to fall back on?
Wait. So you saying if you're not part of that whole oil and gas thing?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay, say that again.
I'm saying that if you're an emerging market and you deal in oil and gas and your market's not providing for your income, what's going to do it for you? Even Vietnam right now, what's going to help you out? You're not shipping anything. No one's buying anything. Everything's shut down. All the borders are shut down. So what's carrying you forward?
Well, I think it depends on what you're talking about because people are buying masks, right? People are buying.
You can buy a mask out of the United States, though.
People are buying toilet paper, right?
You can buy it in the United States, though.
So you just asked the question. So I'm
talking about. I said emerging markets, not the United States. I know that. I get that. I'm talking emerging markets. I'm not real market space. If you're not buying anything outside the United States, and you're talking about Iraq, Vietnam, rupiah, what are you talking about? What's your argument? What are you going to tell me?
I mean, what am I arguing? I don't understand because right now,
if you're dealing in Iraq, you're dealing in oil and gas. Hold on, I'll tell you. If you're dealing in Iraq, you're dealing in oil and gas or tourism. You're not traveling, and oil and gas is in the shitter because it's like $25 a barrel. So both your sole means of income are gone. Now you're talking about Vietnam. Nothing's moving on the earth. They're shutting down all borders. So what are you moving? What's your sole purpose of income?
Oh, so you focused on Vietnam right now?
No, I'm talking about all emerging markets. Oh, okay. I don't have to focus on Vietnam. I'm focused on everybody.
That's what I was trying to understand. Who you focusing on?
Everybody.
Okay.
Let's just say you're buying gold. Gold just dropped 30%. You're buying gold. You want to invest in the stock market? It just took a crap. So the stock market's gone.
Affects the United States.
Well, what are you investing in?
Dow is America, right?
Okay, you can invest in anything you want to. What are you investing in if you're not investing in yourself?
People aren't investing, right? I mean, let's be honest. You want to have this conversation. That's the problem. People aren't investing, right? People are kind of chilling because they don't know what to do because they think the sky is falling. So, you got some people with a strong stomach, right? That's waited for this moment and they've entered. So I've
waited my whole life for this moment.
And you got a lot of people like the Robert Kiyosaki's that wait for this moment.
And you got a lot of people like these billionaires that waited on this moment. That I'm not Robert Kiyosaki, he's not a billionaire. But I'm talking about real billionaires that hedged this a year ago that said March is going to be the year that the real bottom falls out and the bottom starts dragging. and there was 3 of them. They bet between a billion and $1.5 billion that said the market was actually going to start falling out, and they're going to hedge it. And guess what?
Well, so let me say this. And I'll have to do my research because there's a gentleman that's a billionaire and he's been saying this. And guess what? He didn't just start saying this year. He said it a couple of years ago. So eventually you're going to be right. I mean, if you keep saying it, right?
Well, it's my whole guess about the Iraqi dinar.
Because guess what? 2017, they said it was going to be a recession. 2018, they said it was going to be a recession.
I've said this every year.
2019, they said it was going to be a recession.
Do you know why I never say rates or dates? Because if you guess it enough time, a broke clock is right twice a day. I never say rates or date because I don't want to be right twice a day. I get all that. That's the average fool can guess that. But I'm telling you right now, based upon what you know right now, what market's going to swing? I'm asking.
What market?
Is it going to be energy? Is it going to be aircraft? Is it going to be Iraq? Is it going to be Vietnam? Is it going to be the stock market? Is it going to be oil and gas? What's going to recover to the point where somebody feels some type of warm and fuzzy?
Can't say at this point.
I have a guess.
Because right now, you know what's doing well? What everybody's buying.
Right. Which is what?
Your Charmin.
Netflix.
No, hold on.
Commodity.
Your Charmin, your toilet paper, your water, that stuff. What? Because they were just talking about it on Motley Fool. What everybody is selling out of, that's what's doing well. Your 3M, them people that are making those masks, they go look them up. They doing all right. So that's what I'm saying. Whatever's causing panic and people are out there buying.
Panic buying.
Right. So people, when you go to the grocery store, can't get no water, can't get no toilet paper.
So if you're an investor, look into what? Water, mask, what else?
So look into the companies that create that, right?
Okay.
Right? So Nestle creates water.
Now you're talking. That's the conversation I want to have.
Coca-Cola.
That's the conversation I want to have.
Is Dasani.
Right.
They create water, right? You got Charmin. They create toilet paper, right? So, you got to think about, okay, what's flying off the shelf? What are people buying?
Who makes Chef Boyardee? Nestle? Well, non-perishable goods. Oh, yeah. Who makes Top Ramen? Who makes Chef Boyardee? Who makes what do you call that?
You gotta look
Green Giant, or you know what I'm saying?
What you have to do is look those companies up.
Right.
Because they're all different companies.
Because those companies are held by a parent company that's held by something else. That those companies right now are making a what? Killing. Because even in a bloodlust society, which we live in right now, which everybody's panicking, somebody's making money.
But can I say something?
You can say anything you want to. It's your show too.
Do you really think that... So ask yourself, what will people not do without, right? Now, I was listening to analysts talk about this. Now, if everybody shut in and they stay at home, they don't have to drive nowhere. They don't have to go.
You don't need oil.
Right.
So gas is non-factor, right?
You don't need the Fords. You don't need the Teslas, right? You're going to sit at home and chill. But guess what people can't do without?
Technology, internet, phones,
laptops,
Netflix, iPads. Now, Apple's in the crapper because they can't move product. But where's Samsung right now? Where is Novio? Where is a company called, what's the other company I always hear about? Anybody that moves an Android-based product.
Like, I'm going to give you a good example. Verizon up today.
Right.
Dark market, right?
It should be, Verizon right? I mean, think about it.
Because I got my cell phone on. You got your cell phone on? You going to pay your bill? You want your cell phone, right? I mean, regardless of what's going on, you're going to have your cell phone on, right?
So, it's not bad for everybody.
Right, and that's my point. You got to look at what people are using.
And that's the whole point of my channel. The whole point of my channel is the Iraqi Dinar and the World News Chat. And that's where people misconstrue what I'm trying to do. The idea is to make money. Not to make money off the Iraqi Dinar. Hey, Daisy. But the idea is to make money off the Iraqi Dinar, but make money off the whole world news and off this chat. And that's where people misconstrue this. That's why it's become a weekly chat instead of a 3 times a week chat. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because 3 times a week is oblivious. We've seen the bubble market go. Everybody knows now about the bond market. I've explained this several times. Mm-hmm. So, on all the prophetic knowledge that's out there right now, and everybody's talking about prophecy. But what I'm talking about is fact. Everybody knows this. The bond market substantiated the whole U.S. stock market. When the bond market fell out in Europe, it burst a bubble in the stock market. Mm-hmm. When that bubble went bop, the stock market went bop. Now, when the stock market went bop, what happened? Everybody panicked. Now, it also goes panic because there's a virus out there that's going pandemic, right? Now, that virus is stopping the movement of tradable goods. So now trade is stopping. But what also happening is Russia and Saudi Arabia getting this hold because they're fighting amongst each other. They need a mediator and an arbitrator between the two of them to say, hey, look, we need to stop fighting and work together. Because neither one of us, it's a race to the bottom. It's like a waterbed. See, people fault me for selling beds, right? They talk about me, Mr. Brando, you sell mattresses. But you know what? Retail's retail. I don't care what it is. You're selling beds, you're selling oil, you're selling whatever. Retail's retail. And I know retail because I've been in retail 25 years, right? When the bottom falls out of any commodity, it's a race to the bottom. And that's where we are today. So if you're not sticking your money into oil, you're not sticking your money now, what was gold at today?
It's been dropping since your earlier podcast. It was
so
14.
All the golden zombie people, where are you running to?
Hold on, it's like at 14.50. Give me a second.
Okay, I'll give you a second. Before I go into my whole podcast, I'll give the first part of this show just to this. Because I think people have to understand where the marketplace is. Before you ever understand where Iraq is.
Let me say this because, gold trades continuously all day, right? It's kind of like cryptocurrency. So I just want to say that. And right now,
I'll go through the ranks.
It's actually at $14.97 right
now. So it's at a whopping $14.97. What was it 45 days ago or 75 days ago?
I was like $1,600.
So I lost a whopping $200 per share on my money. So if all those gold standard people, if I lost 25% of my money per day, I should totally invoke in the gold standard. I should drop all my money into that lop, and I lose money on it.
And then silver's at $12.30.
So silver's dropping too. So all you precious metal freaks out there that are dropping money into that, and you lost money today, and you lost money yesterday, you lost money the day before that, there's no golden zombie parachute for you. Oh my.
The shade. I'm just gonna.
Oh my.
You're just gonna sit here and luxuriate. Okay.
Oh my. So I will say this: the markets are falling because usually when you have a paradox between the stock market and the gold markets, I'll say the precious metal markets, and what happens usually they mirror each other. So when stocks go up, you find gold as a hedge. Now, when you don't, where's Bitcoin at? Bitcoin, the last time I said this on my channel was like at 8,000 or 9,000.
Don't you say nothing about
Where's Bitcoin at? Where's Bitcoin? Probably about $4,000.
No, it's not at 4,000.
Trash.
It's at 5,000. Shut your mouth.
I don't seem so dumb now, do I?
It's at 5,000.
Oh my! Clutch my invisible pearls, and I collect myself.
And
don't seem so dumb now, do I?
XRP is at 14.5 cents.
Oh, that's great.
Ethereum is at $116.
If I had 400,000 invested into it.
And Litecoin's at $34. And I'm only talking about the coins I like. And then, oh my gosh, VeChain is less than a penny. It's like at
oh my,
a fourth of a penny.
The markets are taking a bath. And so what happens? You change your position. And hold on. Before I get into this, I am not a financial advisor, nor do I give financial advice. I am simply sitting here right now telling you my own opinion. And Miss Bibi, I'm sure, who's a licensed CPA, is not telling you financial advice.
I'm not a licensed CPA.
But whatever. Okay, she has her. Do you have your CPA? Did you graduate?
I graduated.
Okay, but you're not licensed.
No. I'm eligible, but That's the
Okay.
point.
But you're way more qualified than I am. And you probably should be giving this talk, and I should not be. But you know what?
My master's.
Clutch my invisible pearls.
Okay. But, so let me say this, people. Don't get involved in stock or cryptocurrency or anything unless you're ready to hold your position for, stocks. Let's start with stocks. 5 years. 5 years.
Ah, man.
No.
Come on, man.
Don't think of this as
it's a fire sale.
No.
It's coming back.
Well, of course it's coming back.
5 years too long. State your opinion. State your opinion why. Go back to 1987 and go forward and tell me why.
Not 1987, but that's what that article said.
Well, I'm going 1987 because that's when the fire sale started.
Well, and that was that article, but...
No, it wasn't the article. That's when the bottom fell out and started dragging. I'm not going to cuss, but go back to 1987. That's the bottom. And it goes forward from there.
I wasn't investing there. I can only go from what I know.
Well, what's the year you know?
Okay, so the last recession. I tell people all the time.
When was the last actual recession that you know about?
When the housing market crashed.
What was that? 2012, 13?
Right after 9/11. Remember 9/11?
9/11? Okay, I remember 9/11. Okay, I remember 9/11.
Because that was the last catastrophic event that happened to the United States.
Okay.
You know, people want to think about the swine flu and all that. No, America sat still for 9/11.
Yeah, how many days?
Oh my gosh.
30, 45?
I was working in the military base, so it was quite some time.
Okay, give a number.
So
say 60.
But hold on a second. Let me give you some color, as you said.
Oh.
As Mr. Brando says. Let me give you some color.
I like the conversation.
So, I didn't know what to expect. The housing market was in a tanker. And this is while W was in office. I didn't know what to expect. You know, George W. getting shoes thrown at him. I know you like that. And I decided to just go ahead and sell. I sold. I hold my position. I had mutual funds.
Mm-hmm.
I waited till Obama got in office. I'm like, let me see what he could do. Once he turned the economy around, and I saw the real estate market pick back up, and then in turn, the stock market picked back up. Mm-hmm. Then that's when I got back into my positions in mutual funds in the stock market, so that way I didn't lose any money.
Mm-hmm.
And those same mutual funds today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before this dump, I was at 90% return on my investment.
Okay.
I won't go look right now, but I checked about a week ago, and it was at I was at 70% on my investment. So I say this to say you need to ride things out, because think about it. What, Obama served 2 terms, right? That's 8 years.
Uh-huh.
So I didn't just cash out. And even right now, if I cashed out today, I'm not at a loss position on those items. But I'm not in it for the short term. I'm in it for the long term. I know I'm not retiring tomorrow.
Correct.
So.
And if you were, you would not be in the vehicle you are right now. You'd be in a different vehicle.
Oh, I would already liquidate. And then I'd have it just kind of right in the savings account. I'd be comfortable.
But you wouldn't be gold. You wouldn't be silver. You wouldn't be index. You wouldn't be stocks. You wouldn't be commodities. You wouldn't be real estate. You wouldn't be any of these things. Well, if I was going to I'd be in real estate, because the difference between 1987 and today is 0%. So.
Well, I'm in real estate. I've never been out of real estate.
Well, I'm saying that if you're going to invest right now, if you had $100,000, you'd buy real estate. You wouldn't buy stocks.
Oh, of course. I'm ready to move into a new house. I'll rent this one out. I mean, people always need a place to live, right? I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but okay. That's an easy one.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Now, people want the truth about the revaluation. There's no revaluation. It's reinstatement. Apocalyptic is not going to happen. Well, it could happen if you're involved in the stock market, right? You could lose everything if you don't change your position, correct?
Really?
If you're there's no bottom to this. There's no bottom to where stocks can go.
See, I'm not willing to cash out yet.
Here's my thing. If you don't have a belief in the dollar, you should have absolutely no belief in the stock system. Because stocks are based on basically nothing.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. If you don't believe in a dollar, then how can you ever believe in a stock?
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna.
Or how could you ever believe in gold or silver for that matter?
I'm just gonna show you something, right?
I'd be glad to see it. And I'll pick it apart.
I mean, no,
I could totally do a show on something else. No, this show is going right where I started to go, but I'm doing something totally different.
No need to pick it apart. I just told you. I gave you color, right?
Right.
I told you when W left, things were in shambles.
Yep.
I liquidated my position.
Right. Right.
Okay. You see that green number right there? How much am I up percentage-wise? You see that green number? What is it?
The plus?
Yeah.
On all three of them?
No, just what that.
The bottom one?
Number.
Okay, but I'm looking to the left of that. I'm seeing the negative number.
Right. That's now.
Okay,
but you see overall. So that says total gains and loss. So right there, what does that say?
Okay, no, it's plus. No, I get it. Right. It's plus. I get it. But if I'm in the market today...
But I'm asking you a question. Just answer that question first, please, Mr. Brando. Mr. Brando.
But I'm not invested. I'm not invested from that day. I'm investing from today.
I understand. And that's why I'm going there with you. Go ahead and read that number. What am I plus?
44.77%.
Thank you, man.
So tell me, tell me if I invested the same number today.
That's why I'm trying to drive home a point. That's why you want to invest in a down market.
But if I invested today, show me what my plus or minus would be if I invested that same number today.
You don't know.
But that's my point.
And that's why you...
So you don't know where the bottom is.
Right. And that's why once you feel comfortable, you got to gauge your own comfort level, right?
Right.
So... the reason why I'm showing you that number, when I felt comfortable, right? When I felt like the real estate market was doing a bit better, because that was my personal
right.
So when I felt like the market was doing better, Obama had a control on that. Mm-hmm. Then I put my money back in the market. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
So now let's go to today. Am I comfortable today? I'm not uncomfortable because you see I haven't executed my
liquidated your whole asset portfolio.
Because you know what, I'm still okay, right?
Yeah, you're good. You're still up.
Okay. So I got other stuff, right? And that's at a lost position. Okay. But I still feel like, show me the bottom.
Okay, can I ask you a question though? So you're retired, you're 80 years old at this point, and you lost 60% of your dollars that you had before. How do you feel now?
No.
Because you're up 44%. How do you feel 56% loss right now?
Guess what? My mom.
56% loss.
The woman I call mom, because my real mom is dead.
Right.
She's not in any of this. You know where her money sits?
Where?
In a CD. And that's what you do when you're that close to retirement.
Now, I'll make a funny example of that because you know what Iraq said today? Iraq said the other day, don't invest in the stock market, don't invest in currency. Mm-hmm. You know what you should invest in? A CD plan. Mm-hmm. Short term, medium term. Mm-hmm. That's what Iraq said. Don't invest in bond markets because the bond markets went bubble burst. They said that. They said Iraq said that. Now I'm not trying to bring it back to color, but that's exactly what they said.
Yeah.
Now I'm not trying to say that to the investor right now, but I'm making a color point. You lose 56% of your investment. You're not up 44%. You lost 56%.
And see, I knew nothing about what he said, but look at the brains on April Beebe.
You only lost 60% of your money. Yeah, I get it. No, but hold on. But you had 100% to invest at that time. No, I get it. A CD market right now, if you're looking at a market to invest in, to be safe.
But if you're retired, you need that money. So let me say this. When you 80 years old, you can't go back and make that money again.
No.
It's a little different ballgame.
No, it's totally different.
The lady I call mom, she's 75 years old. She can't reinvent the wheel. So when you sitting on 1 mil or whatever you sitting on.
Right, 2 mil, whatever.
You can't afford to lose it.
So hold on. You've already lost it because it's gone now because of the market today. Not yesterday, today. It's gone.
She already liquidated upon retirement. Once Tesla bought her company out, she liquidated. It's all in CD.
Okay.
So you see what I'm saying? Like,
so she went from the point of $800 a share. She liquidates. She goes with CD. She's sitting at 3% or 4%. Now she's sitting at 0 because there's no interest rate anywhere. But her money's safe.
Well, when you have a CD, you lock in at that rate.
Okay, so she's sitting at 3%, 4%, 2%, whatever it is. And that's smart. Now that's what I'm talking about. If you're looking at this from a pragmatic point of view, right? Like you're looking at this from a pure investor point of view. You're not looking at this from the point of view of, God, I hope I make some money, or God, I hope the Iraqi Dinar reinstates, or God, I hope the Vietnamese dong does something. You're looking at it from the sure point of view of, Today my money's at this. Tomorrow my money's at that. That's what I'm trying to educate people today on is this. That people can sit back and hate or say any negative thing. And shout out to all you 600 people that gave me a like. Give us some more likes. I love these conversations. This is what having an investment is about. A real conversation about what investing means. Real profits, real losses based upon your money. If you don't have money to invest, why are you talking to me? And most people that are talking to you about investments, they're not invested. They A, don't have the money to invest in it, or B, someone else gave them money to invest in it. Like me. Because I paid a lot of people in this game. And I'm not mad at that. I'm glad at that. But the idea there is, if you're not putting your own skin in the game, how do you ever know the pain about what's going on? Lisa, stop giving me money because you're off for 2 weeks. And I love you for it. Patreon people always see the benefit of what we're teaching.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. Why is she off for 2 weeks?
Because she's her job. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The virus.
Let me stop.
It's funny that the people that invest in this always see the value in it. The people that don't invest in it, they never see the value in it.
So, okay. We kind of everywhere.
No, I'm right here.
Okay.
There's not everywhere. We're right here. I'm in the market space. Look at Bethany. Oh my God. Stop. All you guys stop. I know, Bethany, I appreciate you. Stop.
Okay.
I love you guys and stop. I don't want you to give me money. I want you guys to see.
But the point is, and I said this in one of my videos, right? Mm-hmm. I want people to change their thought process. Mm-hmm. Think fire sale. Think Black Friday. You got a sale going on here.
Stripper dollars. Lisa, that's my stripper money. Yeah. Tip me. Y'all want to show my G-string?
You don't wear one. But, so, the market's down.
Janelle said holla. Y'all don't see that.
Holla for $2. But, think about that. If you can get in the market now, get in the market
While it's low. While it's at a fire sale. I don't care what your top 4 are. Or your top 4 blue chips. Can I say that?
Don't say blue chip.
Well.
You want to know why I say blue chip?
Yeah.
Blue chip reflects the Dow. Dow is dropping the fastest, okay? So Dow is not, we have not seen the floor of the Dow yet. Okay? So the Dow is the 30 largest companies in the United States.
Right.
They are dropping rapidly. Why? Because Disney. Who going to Disney right now?
Nobody.
They got CV up to Disney. I ain't trying to go there, right?
I'm not going there.
So, McDonald's is part of that. The one, I would say one of the good companies that's still flourishing is M3. It's 3M. I'm sorry, 3M.
They make masks. They make the surgical equipment. So,
but guess who else is part of that?
Okay.
Apple ain't faring too well.
But can I ask a question? Who makes the protective equipment for surgical people, for doctors and nurses to treat coronaviruses?
You gotta look that on up.
Well, I don't know that. I'm asking you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm investing right now. Like, if I had money,
I'm gonna be honest
right now.
3M.
Well, 3M, the mask. I'm saying the protective. It's called PPEs and something else. We did a video earlier today, and if you didn't see it, I named it because
it doesn't hurt to have.
Is that? Can I see that report over there real quick? That report.
The report from today.
Where's the report from today?
But that's not it. Here, that's old. Here, this is it.
This is it. Okay, thank you. Okay, so listen, we'll go through this. I know I'm redundant. I'm going back over this, but if I was going to find something to invest into, I would. Now, this is what they say. A pandemic will last 18 months or longer, include multiple ways of illness. Okay? So if I was looking at something to invest into, I would look into invest into something called PPEs, protective equipment, and
I'll look into it.
I can't find it.
But you gotta find who's the major provider.
That's what I'm saying. Like Hillrom makes all the bells in the world for people. I know that
contractor right now because The president keeps dropping it. 3M. They've mentioned 3M in 3 press conferences. 3.
And Roach and some of that Roach, right?
Yeah. Roach. I think
Roach.
they're a San Diego-based company.
Okay, and that's what I'm telling you guys. So when people tell you, "Hey, man, these are my 4 top or 5 top," or I'm not dogging anybody, but I'm telling you, if they're not mentioning these healthcare providers right now for you as their top 3 or 4 picks as a stock company.
Bill said, Bill, thank you, Bill Massey. He says PPE stands for personal protective equipment.
But what is the other one, Bill? I'm trying to find it for you. Oh, API. What is API?
That's the name of the company?
No, it's PPEs and APIs.
API, what does it stand for?
Yeah.
Okay, let me find out.
Distribution of medical countermeasures, including medications, ventilators, whoever.
Application program interface.
Okay, that's what I'd invest in. Distribution of medical countermeasures, including medications, ventilators, respiratory protectors, devices, other supplies from a strategic national stockpile or SNS. If you want to know my top stock picks right now, if I was investing money in the stock market, I would look towards PPE and API.
Well, they list DuPont. I don't know anything about DuPont.
But I'm just saying, that's what they're telling you is in demand. That's the easy money. That's what you call low-hanging fruit. Now, Perel. Yeah, Perel. I don't know who Perel is made by, but hand sanitizer, toilet paper. That's what I'd be looking toward. If I was going to make money in the market space today.
Didn't I just say toilet paper?
Yes, you did. I give you comments for that. Yes, you did. Yeah, you did.
I told you everything that's moving off the shelf.
Right, you did. I said perishable goods. Ravioli, green, green giant. I'd be looking towards things you can freeze or things you can put on a shelf. GE coming back low by now. Ford is like $4, $5. I'm all about Ford. Ford is the number 1 selling truck in America. It's coming back. It's made in 3 or 4 or 5 continents on America. It's coming back. Number 1 truck in America.
Can I say something about that?
Whatever.
We're moving towards a remote working society. People are about to start driving less. I don't know about investing in vehicles right now.
Hold on. Mark just said, Mr. Brando, any big bombs from Iraq today? Yeah. I'll get to them. Sit back, relax. Let's talk about the market space.
Well, it is 7:45. We've been kind of going on about stuff.
Oh my God, we've been going this long?
I don't blame Mark. Thank you, Mark.
Mark, okay.
We've been going on way
Let's talk about our favorite investment. Thank you, Mark. I'm sorry. Okay. So, if you want to talk...
Let's talk about that thumbnail. Step aside, let the man come through.
That guy right there, I'm going to call him Z. Because I want to say his name. Z. This guy is a major player. Now, this guy, with great pride and great sense of moral and patriotic responsibility, I accept the honor to accept my assignment with the task of forming the transitional government for the next stage. Now, with that, you got to understand, he's not a president under appointment, meaning that it's not like they recommend him to Parliament for approval and then there must be a vote. Under Article 76, paragraph 1st, the Constitution establishes a ruling text with title. That's me. See me? Can we get some more likes? How many likes are right there? I want to see the likes. Because I'm giving you text and title. I'm not like the rest of these clowns. I'm giving you text and title. I want likes. And yeah, I don't care if you like me or don't like me. I want likes. I like my likes. I'm not asking for money. I want likes. Because you know what? Likes are fun. And likes makes this enjoyable. And that's why I do this. I do this for fun. And since I'm doing it for free, I ask one thing. You hit the like button. And yeah, free advice ain't good and good advice ain't free. So all you bastards out there that tell me all the time, I gotta pay for it, damn straight you gotta pay for good advice. Key Lotto ain't free. Ask President Trump.
Why you gotta be crunk?
Yeah, I'm drunk all the time.
You drunk?
I'm crunk. I'm crunk. Okay. I'm crunk. I ain't Trump.
Oh, okay. So you got 29 likes. Go ahead, carry on.
Okay.
Carry on.
Article 76, paragraph 1st, the Constitution establishes the ruling text with title candidate. Largest number of parliamentary blocks, which we see as the winning block in elections. Now, is formed later according to the federal court, which we do not agree with regarding the interpretation of the concept of the largest number of representation blocks. And word candidate means that the party that nominated it and paragraph first above has identified the authority responsible for the nomination, which it is. Now, which that means there was no nomination of a block that nominated the person that is in party right now. It was a nomination of the person that is not now, which was by President Barra Saleh. Which, by the way, I need some more likes behind that because I told you a week ago. That's why I didn't come by a week ago and told you that, you know what? Barra Saleh was going to be the PM of Iraq. And he was for a brief period of time. Now, with that, he told everybody, yeah, I need some bombs behind that.
So,
no some, no so's.
No, wait, hold on.
I need some bombs.
Go ahead, drop a bomb. But
now,
is that the man? What's his name?
That's Z. No, Barra Saleh became prime minister of Iraq.
Oh, okay.
Because with that, when Mahdi gave his position to the other guy, and they had a 1 strike, 2 strike, and you know what, y'all? I got that wrong. I'll give myself my own bomb. I got it wrong. I didn't know there was a clause in the Constitution that said they had an opportunity to elect 1 strike or 2 strikes. They didn't get it first on the blocks. They didn't get it on the 7th person elections. They did get it right on Barra Saleh. It's not an election. It's an appointment. There's a difference. Now, the whole argument right now between us and what we're trying to get forth a point from our Iraqi economics or our Iraqi political person is this. Because he's elect, does he have full powers going into this, or is he successible to a parliamentary vote upon his cabinet? Now, I don't think he is because he's not a voted-in politician. He's a mandate. I think that because of Article 1, he could go back to Parliament and say, hey, look, we got 2 choices, y'all, just like Saleh did. I can go back and exercise Article 71 or 61 and say, look, we can take a year to argue this out, or I'll give you 60 days, I'll dissolve this parliament, and you guys can fight it out for yourselves. That's the way this works. It's not amongst wishing wells and prophetic knowledge. It's about the Constitution of Iraq. And if you don't understand that, you don't understand this investment. Okay, folks. So now we see an insanely interesting thing happening right now. The PMF is being attacked by the United States. Mike Pompeo recently attacked the PMF openly, and basically what he told it was this: I will attack you any way I want to, anyhow I want to, and when I want to on Iraqi soil. I don't care about your sovereignty because I'm there holding you safe and warm because of what I'm doing for your country. Now, with that, Sistani told all of the militias, all you simply have to do is attack ISIS. Do not attack the United States military or the coalition forces from here on out. Now, I told you that before, but I needed to hear it from Sistani. Now, with that, there are 4 major crises besiege Iraq. Critical analysis right now. Number 1 is oil. Oil prices today fell below $25.77 per barrel. And everybody, including me, is not an economist in this group. But we all understand that Iraq, above many other groups, cannot survive at $25.77. I don't care how much tourism comes through there. And there's nobody coming through there because of restriction on travel. Number 2, the virus. The virus is restricting everybody from doing anything anywhere.
Chanel number 19?
Chanel number 19. I'll give you
Chanel number 19.
I'll give you a bomb of Chanel number 19. The PMF stated the importance on the perseverance of its maintaining its security. Why would the PMF name that as being their number 1 security? Because you know why? They're not needed. You've got Secret Service, you've got the Persian murders, you've got the Iraqi army, you've got everybody. The PMF is not needed. They're convolution. But that's Iran sticking their hand inside of Iraq and making sure they not only get paid, but they have a hand inside of Iraqi politics. Now, this guy is not liked by a lot of people, but you know what?
What?
He's definitely not liked by Iran. Number 2, he's not liked by Maliki. Number 3, he ain't liked by Amiri. He ain't liked by all the Shias.
He ain't liked. Nobody likes him.
But you know who likes him? Mr. Brando! And the Minister of Higher Education said today that if this guy is actually put into power, you know what he's going to do? He's going to quit. Because surely this guy's going to come after him and his job, and he'd rather go back to his position in academia than face prosecution. Iran don't like this guy. There is a refusal by Tehran to assign. Now, how does Tehran have any ability to assign anybody? But Adnan al-Z to form the new government of Iraq. In return, there is support from the United States of America and international to his assignment. Now, the funny thing about that is this. Recently, there are 8 bases inside of Iraq. The United States recently decided to abandon 3 of them.
Is that Iraq?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I don't know. One was on the northern Syrian border.
I thought we weren't trying to go home till they paid us.
I don't think so either, but recently they just said that they're willing to go home. But I think inside of this time of social distancing, that's probably the reason why they're trying to leave. Because Iran is so infected with this virus that those numbers are not convoluted enough.
So you think they're coming home?
Because they don't want to get them sick.
How about they coming home because of martial law?
No, I don't believe that.
We'll see.
We don't know. The central bank right now is trying to get everybody to buy inside of banking inclusion and switch everybody from cash payments right now inside of doing business within cards.
So you don't know what the deal was behind them pulling out the truth?
I don't. I have no clue. I won't lie. I don't know.
There you go, Mark. There's your answer.
But I do know that all of a sudden, the Iraqi bank does 2 reports. One is a big time report on them paying bills in their own currency, which I've always said. If they paid bills inside their own currency, it has to be on par with the dollar. Because that's what they do business in, the dollar. Number 2, if they paid bills inside their own currency, they could transfer the dollars they collect inside of the oil money, transfer it into a dinar, and they wouldn't have any money. They wouldn't have any problems with the United States, and therefore they could basically eliminate the United States as far as a foe go. Because you know what, they're not an obstacle. But the United States right now is not providing any money for the auction. Oh, is that a bomb?
Hawaii's got a curfew.
Who?
Hawaii.
Hawaii has a curfew? Why would Hawaii have a curfew?
9.
Because people are scared of getting sick. Now, Central Bank of Iraq has taken a serious measure to encourage citizens to use electronic payment, including making the commission zero for merchants. Now, believe it or not, most people don't understand this. When you go to your local merchant to buy a sofa or to buy a mattress, because people like to clown me on that so much, or to buy anything. Yeah, mattresses. I sell mattresses. I love mattresses. If you don't sleep well, you don't do anything well. So whatever. But you know what? Your local merchant pays points on your purchase. And that's what's called cost of business. Now, with that, that means that it could be 3%, it could be 2%. Now, if you're doing it 0%, it could cost you anywhere from 10 or 5 or 8 to all the way up to 15 or 20%. Mm-hmm. Now, right now, Iraq is telling people if you use electronic banking instead of cash, there's no charges to the merchant. So the merchant can give them 0% interest to finance stuff that cash won't give them. As well as the bank telling them, hey, bring your dollars in here, we'll give you a credit card. Banking inclusion means what to the average denarian holder? More dollars that go into the CBI means that what? There's less cash in circulation, and less cash in circulation means the Iraqi dinar value goes up. Now, the average moron that wants to argue with me on Twitter, I won't name their name because they're an idiot, but I will say this. The average person that wants to argue this will say this. If you have less cash in circulation, and that cash is somehow deemed at that point infected, what would you do with it?
Clean it.
You burn it. There's no cleaning currency. You burn it.
I'm keeping my currency.
No, not you, a bank.
Oh.
You burn it. That's real. Now, if burning off cash is real, which I've said a long time ago, because the coronavirus has been around since when? You've been about these updates. When's the coronavirus been around?
It's been around. I mean, the 19 strand has been around since November.
So when did Iraq start doing business with China?
After we signed the China trade deal.
Exactly. Around when? November,
January.
December, January.
January.
So honestly, they've been...
First they monkey see, monkey do. So first they saw us sign, then China left here and went over there. Yeah.
So if that money's somehow tainted or been held somehow objectively, that money's been compromised. If that money's in the central bank, they're going to burn it off. And I'm not saying it's hand to hand, but what I'm saying to you is that China's doing money digitally. Iraq's been doing money hand to hand.
You burning your money? You gonna burn your money?
Now, I'm not even going to objectify that with an answer because it's stupid. I mean, duh. Why would I answer that?
Right, but are you gonna burn your money?
Why would I?
But that's what I'm saying. Most people, they're not going to burn
But
their money.
I'm not a central bank. If I was a central bank, yeah, I'd burn my money. Yeah, I would. Why would I want to get people sick? But I'm not the average dinar holder that's been holding a currency for 10 years. 10 years ago, there was no such thing as the coronavirus. Why would I burn it off now? In the effect that I hope that someone got sick from 10 years ago that I thought they get sick now?
Just asking you a question.
Did Daisy get sick and somehow find the currency and open up a safe?
Daisy, right?
Somehow, yeah, Daisy somehow open up a safe and go to China, fly to China, mind you, meet some Chinese dogs. Hold on, let's fully scope this out. Meet some Chinese dogs, go to dinner, maybe have a fling with another Chinese dog, come back home via airport, catch a cab, come home, open up a safe, touch all the money in there, close it, and then be a dog forever.
They're going to get us Americans.
And they have me touch it within 14 days.
They selling it to the exchanges, dirty money. They selling it to the exchanges. I'm just asking you a question. Are you going to burn your dinar?
I'm going to stop this with this because this is getting out of hand.
You're not going to burn your dinar. You're not.
I will tell you this.
Money. Hell.
I'll tell you this. The New York Stock Exchange said starting March 23rd, it will temporarily close its historic trading floor and move fully to electronic trading. Now, there's a big rumor out there that you can't trade money on the ISX. I'm here to tell you that's absolute crap. If you've got an ISX account open and you have a broker, they're trading on that platform every day. You just simply have to fill out a form. And I know it. I have the form. And I will be, hopefully engaging in that platform day to day. Now, I'll take 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
James said he's just going to wash his and bleach it with alcohol. Exactly.
Don't do that. You'll wash all the good stuff out of it.
I mean, I'm just using an example.
I'm joking with you. I'm messing with you, but...
So you go to Exchange of America. Where that currency coming from?
The central bank.
Okay.
But when that money hits the central bank? You don't know.
You don't know. Exactly.
You don't know.
You got 19 all over it, but you going to burn it? That's
you don't know that. Then you know what I do when I go to my mailbox to pick it up?
I'm not burning
I
that.
pick it up with plastic gloves on.
I'm going to do just like, remember when
remember
when I got that package from China and you said, why is this on the floor? I doused it with sanitizer.
Picked it up.
Right.
I threw it in the corner. I said, get your stuff.
Right. And I'd already doused it with sanitizer, but I ain't throwing it away. I ain't burning it.
What do you guys think is going to go first, the dinar or the dong? I'll tell you like this. Because of the Canada-Mexico trade agreement with America, what do they call it? Not the reparations, but the revampment said 90 days. But it obviously states that the automotive worker system that works inside of that has to make on par on $16 an hour. That is from 4 cents to $3.15. On April 6th, the China trade agreement goes into effect. But the problem with the China trade agreement is this: China can't go anywhere right now. So it's a toss up. Now, if this guy exercises, I'm calling him Z, if Z exercises the red card when he goes to present his new cabinet to Parliament and says, I don't care what you guys are talking about, but I'm going to pass my government. He can exercise the red card. I think this is the type of guard to do it. If he does it, or he threatens to actually dissolve Parliament under Article 1 of the Constitution, he really has a chance of getting things done.
Okay, you see the question from Mark, Mr. Brando. When they do the RI, our currency, it will be the only safe Iraqi currency available because it's been held so long by the U.S.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I've been trying to stress to everybody sitting right here.
Sharon said her stash has been sitting around in plastic bags.
Mine too.
Delivered a decade ago.
For God knows how long. And you guys got to realize, listen, I'm not pulling this out of the sky. I'm not trying to make this up. Look at this. Look at this. It's this unclassified document. You can pick it up for yourself. This ain't prophetic knowledge. This ain't crap. I'm not Jimmy Swaggart. Ain't no hotel with a bunch of hookers.
Sammy D said, so how are we going to change our money if they think it's dirty?
Well, because when the teller takes your money, they deposit inside of a bank teller machine. They don't really actually have to touch it. They can put on gloves and deposit it. All they got to do is punch some buttons on a computer and put the right amount.
Joseph says, do you think IHE will take the 30 days?
IHE.
I don't know what that is.
Can you describe what IHE is, please?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll answer questions for a few minutes.
Okay. I start off with the IHE.
Virginia Galactic Holdings with Bronson Billionaires. I'm lost there. PM, Joseph. PM is in effect now. The whole thing about the PM is this. He can hold him off. My opinion is this, and I'm waiting for clarification. If he's fully the PM, he has Article 1 at his side and the red card. He can dissolve Parliament. They can be out of jobs in 60 days. New elections. So worst come to worst, we wait 90 days for that budget to go to Parliament. Or best come to best, they play ball. It'll happen within a few weeks. That's the skinny. I mean, really. I mean, if you want to know why, because they can't afford at $25.77 a barrel to hold out. They're not in that luxury. How many likes do we have? We got 169 people liking. 100. That's about right, y'all. That's about right. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate all the likes. I really do. You don't have to like. I get it. There's a couple of people that ain't gonna like no matter what I do. I really appreciate everything you do. Cruise ships, American owned, big bailout. It's coming. Airlines, another stock I'm looking at, big bailout. It's coming. Too big to fail. Okay? It's a fire sale. I love you guys too. And all you guys that put forth the effort to like and comment and go into the live chat and be here with me, man, I can't tell you guys enough. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being engaged. Thank you so much for doing your thing. And to all them haters out there that give the thumbs down, at least you watched. I know you follow me because your mama follows me. And your sisters follow me. And they like it too.
What did you say?
I told them their mamas follow me.
I know you follow because your mama follow.
Yeah, because they hating.
Knock it off. Come on, Daisy.
Daisy following. Daisy leading by example. So Miss BB gonna cut us off.
I'm gonna cut y'all off.
What's your thought on housing market? Housing market's this. The reason why the housing market is not gonna bust like 1987 is this. Because President Trump was smart enough to do this. He convinced the Fed to cut the interest rates to zero. Therefore, more people are going to refi on their homes. More people are going to try to buy a home. They have good credit. And therefore, the housing market won't crash. Therefore, the golden zombie theory is absolute crap.
Don't you think there was a crash in 2008 and 7?
Yeah, but interest rate were what in 2008?
Oh, I don't know.
Look it up. You can find historical data. Probably 4%. Right now, it's nothing. If you were in 2008 and had 4% in the money you have back in 2008,
do you know
you'd
why
be
the
balling.
housing market crashed back then? Really?
Well, tell me. Educate me, please.
Because they were handing out loans to anybody.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, during the Bush administration, you walk in there and you had a pulse, right? They was handing out loans. And as long as your FICO score
was 560
fit into a program, you could get qualified. Oh, Mr. Brando, we gonna go state on you. We gonna say you made $1 million.
That's not the point. I don't care. But I mean, I get that.
So that's why I'm saying back then it was a different set of circumstances for the housing crisis.
Correct.
Right? So that was kind of it, coupled with a couple of other things.
I get it.
But this time, I think, that because of what happened in 2008, it's harder to buy a house now.
It's way harder.
Through a vetting process.
Correct.
So you're not going to have an excess of 10 homes if you truly can't.
And guess what? You're going to have an excess of people that are refining on their homes. People that don't have bad credit, that are still in a position right now, that haven't lost their jobs, that actually can refinance at zero or points above prime. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to take that money they get back out in equity in their home, and guess what they're going to do? Cash out, and if they're smart, save it. That's the difference between 1987, golden zombie theory, and if they're not stupid, invest in gold and silver, which is losing their ass, or invest it in some ETF or the stock market, cash, and liquidate.
Or guess what they're going to do? They're just going to refinance their rate and pay a lower payment and not take anything out.
God bless them in America, because that's what America's about. Man, this ain't rocket scientists. I ain't got to be. Listen, y'all, God told me a theory. It's called finance less, pay less, keep more in your bank, and guess what? Make more money. That's prophetic. Shit. Man, I smart. I very smart. You kind of smart too, and Daisy's super smart. Man, you guys, let me tell you something. The reason why Iraq has to reinstate their currency, even at the current rate it is right now, is because they can't afford to pay oil at $25 a barrel. So listen to me. Even if they reinstate their currency at the current rate it is right now, supply times velocity will drive the rate up. It may not hit the value you want, but it will hit $1. That I know. You can say anything you want to, it'll hit $1. With that, everything else is rhetoric.
Okay, so if you're going to buy anything, you got $1,000, what you buying? I'm just curious.
Me? Mm-hmm. What am I buying?
Yeah.
Me personally? Mm-hmm. Buying for my house?
Investing.
Oh, investing? Mm-hmm. I'm not investing in anything right now. I'm holding that $1,000 until I figure out exactly where I figure out the markets are going to be at right now. I'm sitting on my money until I figure out where I want it to be at. So my level of comfortability.
So if you get a stimulus check in the mail for $1,000, you just going to hold it?
I'm going to sit there because you know why? I don't know if I got to pay rent, my mortgage, or whatever my housing is, or my cars, or whatever current credit card bills I have right now. And therefore, my thought process is I got to pay my bills before I ever invest $1 in anything.
And that's the interesting thing, because they're doing this to stimulate the economy, but that right there is most of America's thought process.
That's, of course. Listen, if you give me 1,000 a week, and I make way more than 1,000 a week.
I'm just saying.
A month. Okay, I'll give you.
Not even a month. I'm saying when your stimulus check comes for $1,000, what are you gonna do? And that's why I asked.
Okay, my whole point is this: if you're one of my practitioners that make more than 1,000 a week, I make way more than 1,000 a week.
I'm not.
Way more than 1,000 a week. 1,000 a week to me is like change. Okay, I'm just telling you this, and I'm not saying it to be egotistical. I'm just saying I work on commission. Now, hate on betting salesmen, don't hate on betting salesmen, whatever you want to say. But I'm saying this: if you make and like what I make, and $1,000 to me, you know what that tells me?
You get
sit back.
All I'm saying is you get a stimulus check.
$1,000, you know, I'm sitting on it. Because you know what? Next week, me and you may need top ramen. Me and you may need toilet paper. We may need water. We may need to pay an electricity bill.
And the interesting thing is they're giving out this money to stimulate the economy, but I don't think it's going to.
If you're a smart American, you're going to sit back like me and chill. Because I'm looking at this like 18 to 24 months. Because that's what the government says, not what I say. The government says. So with that, I tell you all this. You could spend it. You could go invest it in your 4 favorite stocks that could hit rock bottom. Or you could go invest in your 4 favorite cryptocurrencies that could hit the moon. But you know what? $1,000 really isn't enough money for you to make enough money for you to retire. I hate to say it to you, but guess what? You're sitting in the same boat you were if you just sat on it. So you might as well sit on it, less the taxes, and unless they tell you 3 things, there's not going to charge you taxes. They're going to give you a tax advantage. They're not going to charge you for housing. They're going to give you 0% interest. And on top of all that, they're going to give you 0% back on your whole income tax check. Sit on your money. That's smart money. Everything else is fictitious. It's la la land. I don't deal in la la land because you know why? I can't pay Centerpoint off of my beautiful locks and my gorgeous face. They don't accept it. That's reality.
Mm-hmm. And that's why I think the stimulus is going to backlash on them. It's not going to do what they expect it to do. And you just
you'll be paying that money back as soon as you get your income tax check. Watch.
Well, right now, income taxes aren't due, and they haven't said a date.
Let me tell you guys something about free advice. And I mean this. And people clown me all the time about Patreon, about free advice. I'll tell you this. A guy told me this all the time. Because I get paid for what I do. I get paid by the hour. Not paid by the hour, I get paid by the sale. Good advice ain't free. And free advice ain't good. And I ain't saying everybody can afford Patreon. But I'm going to tell you this. If me, looking at it from my pragmatic point of view, and if I'm a novice investor, and all it costs me is $25 a month or $20 a month to invest in something for someone to think for me or help me out, I'm going to make that investment because I need $1,000. I can invest in that for 1,000 months and make 1,000 times my money, and therefore I'll be 1,000 times more richer when I do have my money. Get the bag. Get the whole bag. And I get that we're killing these RRGs, and I get that we're out here doing all these stuff. We sound memorized understandings with these countries. But listen to this. Until the world moves with this virus, nothing moves.
Sammy D wants to know, what do you think is going to happen on April 6th?
Nothing. That's when the law goes into enforcement. It's kind of like this. How many, when the what do you call that? Driving while intoxicated law went into effect the very first day, how many tickets did they write? None. Probably 1. 5 years later, they're probably 50. Same thing with this investment. When there's a law, you can have cause and effect. Now, the next 30 days, when Vietnam goes to make a trade, what happens? They're tariffed. How many tariffs can you withstand before you comply? And they already said they're going to comply. There's no wishing and wanting in my game, y'all. And there's no shame in it either. I study this. And I'm not egotistical. I'm educated. There's a difference. You can't take it away from you when you know it. Do you know grants? If I ask you a question about a grant, can you answer it?
I would hope so.
If I challenge it, would you have an answer?
I would hope so.
If I challenge it twice, would you have another answer?
I would hope so.
And if I challenge it 3 times, would you have an answer?
I would hope so.
And if I told you you're stupid, and because your opinion is ignorant, because I think you're egotistical, and you're an asshole, and I don't like you, and blah, 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 what would you say to me? My opinion is probably uneducated, and what else?
No, I would send you to somebody else that's worse.
But that's what I get all day. But you know what? When you don't have the education behind your name, or you can't produce the evidence to support your theories, guess what? That's what I'm going to do from now on. And with that, you guys have a bomb-ass evening. Have an awesome week. If you're off this week, can I give you some suggestions? Teach your children to sew. Teach your children to cook. Teach your children what home life means. Love each other. Love on family life. Maybe read the Bible once in a while. Hell, maybe read what the stimulus package actually means. Maybe read what the U.S. government COVID-19 response plan is. So you educate yourself to what it is.
Maybe sit at the table and have dinner with your family and have a conversation.
Bingo! That's the biggest bomb of the night.
Daisy, there you go. That's your dog.
Daisy don't want y'all to eat.
Here.
Daisy, you're a bad dog.
Move.
Daisy knows. Daisy knows.
Hurry up. They can't hear nothing.
He knows. Daisy knows. But that's what I'm saying, y'all.
Take it back to the basics.
Go back old school. Go back to what it really means to be family. Forget all the hate. Forget all this crap.
The Constitution.
Yeah. Do the things it's going to do to educate yourselves to get you to the next level. Okay? With that, I'm done. I got all the bombs in me. That's it.
All right.
I love you guys. And hey, wash your hands. Stay safe distances. Go ahead, baby.
Hide your kids. Hide your wives.
And smack a fat booty.
Shut up.